Hey folks, Colin here from Sumthins Recording, and today I'm going to show you how to make a radio edit of a song. We're talking radio edits for songs today, so shorten it up, thinning out the things that we don't need to be in a radio mix of the song. A radio mix of the song is usually a little bit shorter and trims out either long solos or big interlude sections, so that's what we're going to look at doing today. But before we dive in, if you're ready to go a little bit deeper into the mixing process in its entirety and really start to hone your workflow as an engineer, then I have just the thing for you. It is my 7-step mixing checklist, and it's just a simple PDF that will walk you through the entire mixing process step by step to help you get professional and radio ready mixes without any more of the hassle and without any more of the guesswork. It is a completely free guide, and you can download it below using the link in the video description. Now let's jump in here and get to work on this radio edit here. We're going to do this last song here. You can see it's our longest song. There's a big intro on this song, and there's a little interlude in the middle that we're going to get rid of and probably trim up the ending a little bit. We're in the mastering suite here for Studio One. So to get back to the mix here to edit it, we can just click this icon here, and it will load up the actual mix of this song. So this might take a second here to load up the actual mix for this song. So here we are in the actual mix session, the actual song page rather than the project page. And you can see we've got this long intro here. That's what we're going to trim out, as well as this guy here. This is our little bridge or interlude section in the middle. We've got a double chorus at the end and then a big tag outro. So we want to trim out one of these choruses at the end and a little bit of that tag outro. Let's see where our song is sitting lengthwise at the moment. We're sitting at 4.5 minutes. We'll probably end up somewhere around 3 minutes, especially without this tag intro here. First thing we're going to do though, just so we don't touch the original mix session here of the original song, we're going to come up to File here, and we're going to go to Save As. So we're going to save a copy of this that we can call Radio Edit. That way we never touch anything in the original session. We will always have the original mix, the original session as it currently stands, and then we'll have a duplicate session where we can do these edits for the radio edit. So here's our Save As. We'll just call it Radio Edit and save. So now we'll have the normal session and we'll have the radio edit here that we can do some edits with. First thing we're going to take a look at is getting rid of this long intro here. So it's mostly kick drum on our drums. And we probably want to start where, right here where the band comes in. So that's our marker where we want to start at. So let's start here with our vocal. So we'll make a cut here. Oh, we actually cut through everything. That's where we want to start though. We're going to start with just our vocal here. So we'll make a cut there at our vocal. It looks like he just comes into the verse. So we'll get rid of this guy here and we'll leave that for the moment. Same thing with all our keys here. We're going to cut right here at the beginning and nuke everything beforehand. The piano's not there at the beginning, it doesn't look like, or it might be fading in. Nope, doesn't come into the verse. Nice. And then we have all of our guitars here, our acoustic guitars at least. Got a pair of electrics. Got our bass guitar here. And we've got our drums. So what I'm kind of thinking is maybe leave the kick drum as a count in. Let's see here, let me get my limiter on. Let's take a look. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's go with that for the moment, and we can get it out if the artist doesn't want it there. But that's kind of my feeling at the moment. That way it's not just a cold start, we have a little bit of a 3, 4. And then maybe leave the count in. Let's see here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's not a bad idea either. I could leave the count in and I can leave the kick drum in here. I'm going to go to 16th note edit points. That way I can get a little bit closer here. We want to trim off as much of the stuff before as possible to make this feel pretty natural sounding.
1, 2.
Let's get rid of the vocal just for the moment. Oh, and we probably want to edit all of the drums together here, just so everything's staying together. Let's see here how we're sounding. A little strange there. Let's put a little bit more aggressive of a fade. Okay, that's sounding good there. Next thing we're going down, let's see if we can get this vocal to sit nice there. I kind of like having the count in. It makes it feel a little bit more natural, I think. So let's see here with the count in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That sits a little bit more natural to me rather than just the cold start. So let's come down now and make sure everything's sitting nicely here at that intro. Those look okay. Let's get our bass sitting correctly here. I don't think we need to be all the way zoomed in for our bass guitar there, but we'll leave a little bit there. Guess we can go back a little bit. Let's see how that sounds. That sounds okay to me. So we've got our bass in. Excuse me. Let's look at our electric guitars here. One of them looks like we can just move to the next riff. So we'll just fade that towards the next riff there. This guy here starts on the downbeat. So let's give a little fade there and see how that sounds. That actually sounds perfect. Okay. This is going very smoothly. Let's do our acoustics here. One doesn't come in for a little bit, so we can just fade that guy in. And our Mando starts right on the downbeat there. So we'll back up just a little bit. So our Mando's okay. Let's see our acoustic pair here. We'll give those a little bit of leeway too because they don't come in till the downbeat there. So let's take a listen to just our acoustics. Sounds good there. Now our keyboards. I wonder if we can just tag a little fade on the beginning of all of them here. It looks pretty close. So let's see if we do something like this, how that would sound. Not quite satisfied with that. That still feels like a remnant of the intro. Let's see if we go a little bit farther here and drop it right on the downbeat. That might have to do. Let's listen to our intro here now with everything out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That'll work. All right, so our intro's trimmed out. Let's put in our start marker, and we'll make sure nothing's hanging over here. Nope, looks good. So we want our start marker to be right up where our drums come in. So maybe right here.
1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
That looks good to me. So just a little bit before our drums come in. That'll do there. Let's see about trimming out this section here. So coming out of this chorus here, I don't know what we want to do. We've got a double chorus here. Let me zoom out and see where we're sitting. Because we want to get rid of some of this at the end. It's all chorus, and we've got a down chorus in the middle. So we've got, excuse me, double chorus here, break, and then another double chorus. I don't know what we want to trim out there. These double choruses look pretty much the same. So what we could do is just trim this back to end this at this double chorus here. Let's see where we're sitting here.
Lord, let my feet be you. Lord, let my feet do the walking for you. Lord, let my feet do the walking for you. And Lord, let my tongue do the talking to you. Lord, let my feet do the way you. And Lord, use these hands in any way you can to honor and glorify you. Lord, use me every day in each and every way to honor and glorify you.
So I think I'm going to leave a double chorus here. So we'll do chorus, chorus, tag. Let's see if we can get this chorus to line up here. Because I don't think we want to go into... Let's see where we're ending here.
Honor and glorify you. And Lord, you honor and glorify you. Praise the Lord for what he gave.
Actually, we could put the tag right there at the moment. So let's do that. Let's go right at the end of this one here. And we'll attach the tag right after our ending here. So we're going to come here. We'll do all of our vocals. And we want to go right up to, I think right up to our tag. Yeah. Because that should start right at our tag. Let's make sure before I move everything and mess everything up.
To honor and glorify you.
Yep, it would start right here. Let me put a marker there. That's where we want our tag to start. The only thing I'm concerned about at this point is that they wanted the double chorus removed at the end, but I don't want to shorten the song too much at this point. And we can see if they're satisfied with having just a double chorus there. We'll get rid of this. Just pull all of that back for the moment. And then let's see where we're sitting here. Is that working there? Oh, we got a little bit left over there. Cool, that's all of that. Here's our acoustics. Almost missed one there, that's okay. Our electrics, now you could do this all together. I like doing it instrument by instrument just to make sure there's nothing I'm missing, especially stuff like this where there's crossfades on the instruments. I don't want to leave any remnants from those crossfades as I do my editing. So we want to go up until here. Like this kind of stuff here, those crossfades, I don't want those to be left over or overlap with anything that we pull in as we move tracks back. That would get messy. All of our drums look okay though, so that's helpful that we can do our drums in one piece here. All right, now comes the big move. So I'm gonna get rid of all these markers in the middle. Kind of highlight everything as we go. I don't want to go over any of the folder stuff. That way if there's any remnants that's hidden, that kind of stuff doesn't get dragged around. Just want to highlight. See here, I deleted a whole vocal. Oh no, I don't think I did. I think we're okay there. That was a lead vocal in that bridge section that we don't need at this point. So those bottom vocals were just duplicated to sit in the bridge correctly. So we'll pull this over now. And let's see where our song's sitting lengthwise now. So we're going to start at about a minute and end at about 3:30. Ooh, so that puts us at like 2 minutes and 30 seconds lengthwise. We'll see what he thinks here without that middle section in, but it might be too short. We'll see here. Let's get our drums sitting correctly here. I'm going to group all of our drums together here, so they edit together. If we go back just a little bit, will that work there? So we're going to solo up our drums. I don't want to hear that stuff at the moment. Let's see how we sound here. That's perfect for those. Let's get our tambourine and tambo going. And our claps. Those look okay there. We'll solo them and make sure. Yep, sounds okay to me. Our bass. It looks like we're okay there. We'll take a listen though, just to make sure. We don't want to hear any clicks or pops or anything. Nope, not hearing anything there. Same thing with our guitars here. We'll give them a fade. And then we want to make sure we'll kind of go right here and see what we can get away with, and we'll go back to there. Let's make sure our electrics are sitting okay here. These might be a little wonky. The lead guitar sounded okay there. The rhythm's a little wonky. Let's see if we leave it on the bar there, if it sounds okay. It didn't look like it was going to sound okay, but sometimes it does. So this might be the way to go here, is to back up a little bit. That way we're not trying to fight this section here where it gets a little wonky, and see if we can put it on one of these downbeats here. So that sounds good there. That's where we want our overlap there. Otherwise we're kind of fighting where it gets a little strange here as he switches to this other section. Oops. Make sure our acoustics are looking okay here. That's sounding good there. We've got a little bit of a big start going in this last outro section, which is nice. Our keys now. Let's get our keys faded together here. And we might have to do these one by one here. That is okay. We're going to flip to mono because these are all panned. We'll make sure these are all okay here. Those are sounding good. Let's get our vocals here. So we can probably do, I'm hoping, all of our vocals at the same time with this little gap we have here, which would be just splendid if we can drag everything over just a touch, just like that. Put our fade in. Are we okay? All right, let's go back a little bit and see if we're okay going into this tag outro.
Do the talking for you, and Lord, use these hands in any way you can to honor and glorify you. And Lord, use these hands in any way you can to honor and glorify you. Lord, use me every day in each and every way to honor and glorify you. To honor and glorify you. To honor and glorify you. Praise the Lord! All right, y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Go out in the mission field and be a shining beacon for the Lord. Amen and amen.
That's sounding good there. So we can pull our ending over. We can get rid of this outro thing because we know where our new outro is. And I think we want our end just a little bit after these fade out. That should be good there. All right. We'll rename this outro tag. And everything should be set. So we're a little short here. That's the only thing I'm worried about now. But we will see when we get it back from the artist, because we're sitting at about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I think. We're starting at about a minute, ending at about 3 minutes and 33 seconds. So without that intro in and without that middle down section and double chorus at the end, we're sitting a little short. And I don't know if we want to do a quad chorus there without that middle section, but we'll see with everything here now. Do we have fades at the end of everything? Yep, we're looking good here. So we have our radio edit done. We can zoom out, make sure everything's looking dandy all together. So there's our radio edited track. So now we can come in, turn off our limiter, and we can bounce it back into the mastering section and have our radio edit ready to send out. So all we have to do there, we can save it. It'll save everything together, and then we will come up to song. And because it's a new save as, because it's a new session, we can add another version of it into the mastering session here. So we can come into mastering and send it to our mastering project with the rest of the song. See, it'll create a new one here, and it'll be a shorter version of the song. So that's it. That's how we're creating this radio edit here. We're usually getting rid of, any long intros or any interludes in the end, maybe some big tag endings. That kind of stuff is usually what you want to trim out to make your song as compact as possible for a radio edit. I hope that was helpful for you. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you are ready to take your mixes to the next level and really start dialing in your workflow as an engineer, then I have just the tool for you, and it is completely free. It is my 7-step mixing checklist, and you can download it below to start creating more professional mixes in less time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.